Okay, so first we are going to start off with this primer. It is the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. And I'm just getting a little bit of it and rubbing it in my fingers and then just kind of blotting it on my face, kind of pushing it into the skin. I do have a lot of acne scarring and bigger pores. I'm just trying to fill that in so the makeup lays better on the skin. I'm also putting it around my eyes because as I'm getting older, I do have some like smile and laugh lines that will come up around my eyes, so I put that up there too. And this is the kind of like just a gel cream form, like kind of like a CC cream. It's by Bare Minerals. It's the Complexion Rescue in Natural. I really like this. It's just a sheer coverage, so it's not going to cover much, but it gives like a nice glow to the skin. Doesn't make anything real matte, and I put it all over down my neck and blend it in around my hairline so everything matches. No harsh lines anywhere. You can also use a brush for this if you want, but you know, fingertips work pretty good too. Then for the concealer, I am going to be using the Master Conceal by Maybelline, and it is in Fair. And I'm not putting a whole lot of this on, but I just put it kind of in my problem areas and areas that I want to highlight. So underneath my eyes, I like to put it on my lid too. That kind of acts as a primer and kind of evens out everything. I'm going to put it down my nose, on the forehead, put some on my chin, and then around my nose too. I get a lot of redness there, so that'll help. Just kind of conceal everything, cover all the imperfections. I'll use my, well, it's not a beauty blender, it's by Real Techniques. I'm sure everyone's seen it. And it's dampened, and then just go around and blend everything in. You don't want to rub with the beauty blender. You want to just dab and kind of bounce it around. That way it gets into the skin better. And just take it kind of along the jawline too, just to make sure there's not any areas that's unblended. And this is my Laura Mercier. It's just, let me see what, I think it's just a translucent, yeah, Invisible Loose Setting Powder in Universal. And I just take a little brush. The brush I think is by Sigma, I believe. Yes, and it is the Tampered Highlighter F35 by Sigma. And I'm just going to take that mostly around the, I do take it everywhere where I concealed, but it's mainly around the eyes is the most important. You know, I was talking about those wrinkles, so that's just going to help from creasing with the foundation and stuff like that. Next for the brows, this is L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and it is in the color Brunette. First, I'm just going to take the comb part of the pencil and just kind of brush all my brow hairs how I want them and brush them out because they usually tend to go down. So I'm brushing them just in the way that they should be going, and then I'm going to take the other end and just kind of fill them in. This is really easy. I don't overdraw things much. I just kind of follow my natural hairline. I do have one brow that sits a little bit higher than the other, so I always try to even those out as I go around. think this one that I'm on now is the one that tends to be lower. So I'll try to kind of create just a little bit more of an arch than the other one. And I don't have much of a tail either on my eyebrows, so I try to kind of draw in more of a tail because that will help frame the face. Alright, kind of go out of frame a few times. So see, that was pretty simple, just kind of following my natural hair. So this one is the more arched one, as you can kind of see, so I'm sticking a little closer. I still have to work on the tail a little bit. For some reason, I just don't have much. It's real sparse around my tail areas of the brow, so I have to draw those in more. Thicken them up and make them a little bit longer, but it's not too bad. So my eyebrows definitely do take probably the longest out of everything. Doing my whole makeup, it's usually eyebrows and putting mascara on. Those are the things that take the longest for me. Once you have them kind of looking how you want, you're done filling them in, you can go ahead and use a brow gel, which is what's going to help hold everything in place so they don't move around on you. And I'm just, again, using the L'Oreal, and it's the brow stylist definer, but it's just in gel form. And my color is medium to dark, is what I'm using for the brow gel. And this does work pretty good. I will say, whenever I first got this, it was a little bit messy, but the more that I've used it, it has kind of dried up a little bit, and so it actually is easier to use now, and I actually like it better now than when I first bought it. So now I'm just going in. This is just a little bit of a highlight for underneath my brow, and this came from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and it is in the color Sand, kind of like a satin finish, nothing really shimmery, but not matte either, and I kind of like that. I know some people prefer a matte finish under the brow, but I just kind of like having a little bit of a sheen under there. It kind of makes them pop just a little bit, kind of lifts the brow. Next, I'm going to do the eyeshadow, and these are both Makeup Geek shadows. I'm just using both of them and kind of blending them in. See here in a second. So it's Latte and Barcelona Beach are the two that I'm using. They're both just different shades of brown, pretty much, just the natural looking brown. And I'm just putting it in the crease. I'm using a Sigma again brush, and it's the tapered blending brush. It's F40, and it is kind of more of a, like a, I don't know, like a bushy brush, if you will. It's not real dense, and it's a little bit longer. And I'm just taking that right in the crease, kind of blending it out. Nothing too much. This is a really natural, easy look. I'm not going to put anything on the lid either. And then I'm also taking it right along the lower lash line and blending it out. And this is just pretty much creating depth around the eye. Nothing too heavy, nothing difficult. Just going around things a little bit more, same colors. Then then this is an eyeliner by ColourPop, and it is gray. I think it's called Workout, but it's just a gray eyeliner. I'm just tight lining here. Which is kind of uncomfortable. You can kind of tell. If you hit your eye, it kind of hurts, but this is just another natural way to kind of create a depth around the eye. It looks like you have eyeliner on. Well, it doesn't really look like you have eyeliner on, but you really do. It's just kind of creating a darkness around the eye, and it will make you look like your eyelashes are a little bit longer. And I'm just putting it on the lower eyelash line as well. Then we are going to bronze the skin a little bit. This is the Physicians Formula, and it is Magic Mosaic in light bronzer. You can get pretty much in any drugstore. I think most of the stuff you can get at the drugstore. The only thing is some of the brushes, Sigma brushes, I think you probably have to order online, and then the eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, I think you also have to order online. Everything else that I've used so far, I believe, is drugstore, except for the primer I did get at Sephora, and then the Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer is also from, I believe I got that from Sephora as well. So I'm pretty much just taking the bronzer around the hairline on the forehead, and where you would pretty much contour, except I don't have a contour brush. I have that big fluffy brush, which is also a Sigma brush, and it's the large powder F30 brush. And that will just kind of give a more natural bronzy look, nothing too harsh, no contouring. And I also take it around the jawline again, like you've seen, so everything blends well. And then I'm contouring the nose here, so still I'm using the Physicians Formula bronzer. I'm just taking it down the nose, and then blending it out. Very easy and simple, nothing really to it. Just make sure you blend it really good so you don't have lines going down there. And next we are going to highlight, and I'm just using the ColourPop. It is the Super Shop Cheek in the color Lunch Money. I'm just taking a fan brush that you've seen, and it is, sorry, my camera will not focus on anything that I try to hold up to it. So you see me struggling a little bit here throughout the video. But I just take the fan brush, kind of dab it in there, and it is kind of like a cream, so it's nothing really harsh. Again, it's a very subtle glow. I just put it on the tops of my cheekbones, and you'll see me, I'm going to put it above the eyebrows. That will help lift the brows again. And then I'll also put it on the Cupid's bow, above my lips, and down the bridge of my nose. I'm just wanting to highlight some areas and where the light would naturally hit your face. I'm also going to put it in the inner corners of the eye, just to brighten up the eyes. And it's all the same highlight color, and switch it up or anything like that. Just taking a little bit more on the tops of my cheekbones. A little bit more shine, glow. And for mascara, this is the Telescopic by L'Oreal in the color black. I have used this for many, many, many years. I seem to always go back to this. I've tried high-end mascara, other drugstore mascaras, and this one just always seems to be what I love and what I keep going back to. So I love this mascara. At first, The brush kind of threw me off years ago whenever I first started using this kind because it was a little different from everything else, but now I love it. It's easy to use in my opinion, and it really lengthens the lash, so I really love it. It's not waterproof. I'm not a fan of waterproof mascara. It's too hard to get off. So again, this is that takes quite a while. I usually do one layer, and then I'll go back and do a second coat, and that's where you will see a big improvement with the length. I never usually use false lashes. Really don't think I've ever applied them myself, so I just like keep it natural. I have thought about getting lash extensions, but I hear it kind of damages the natural lash, so I haven't talked myself into that. I told you this part takes forever. It's actually a little longer than it took for my brow. I don't usually use an eyelash curl either. I've tried them in the past. I never really felt like it made that big of a difference, but I don't know. I thought about getting one from Sephora or something and see if that makes a difference at all. I'm sure it probably doesn't. I tried my sister's drugstore. Alright, next for lips. Let's see, this is also a drugstore. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer, and it is in the color Tease. It's a very nude lip, and it is a gloss. It's not a matte finish or anything like that, but I really like it. Easy to apply. You can wear it over another color lipstick if you don't want it to be that nude. So hang on one second. I'm going to go do my hair, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and I just straightened my hair, put a little dry shampoo in there, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!